First trading day of the year. Coming out right now. About to buy some shares on we're waiting. See what we do here in the Nasdaq 100. Oh, we're coming down, breaking to the 50 EMA. We'll see if we could take a short right now. Ooh, yeah, we literally are falling. So may take a little short here. We'll see.
Order filled.
All right, taking a quick sell on it. Small risk. We're about to close. Actually, I think we're gonna continue going down. We'll see. If we come back up, we'll see. S&P 500 is falling. US 2000. It's doing its thing. Let's go to the Nasdaq 100 and see what we're looking at. So basically, I sold at this counter right over here. We're at break even right now. Going for like a little continuation play. But if we don't see that, then I'm gonna get out real quick. And let's see. All right, S&P 500 is falling, so that's kind of negative.
We just go longer on Neo. Big win to start the day here, guys. And Lee Otto, the other one too, guys, making a bit of a push back to the.
All right, so we're holding some support right there. Actually, now we're trying to break that support. So let's see what we do here. USDJPY is up. It's been down from the past, so I'm excited about that. On USDJPY, yeah, S&P 500 is just falling right now. So if we, like, I mean, it's gonna break toward the 50. So I mean, it could be a good sell. So I'm gonna go ahead and just place a little quick sell on S&P 500 right now. All right, we're about almost $100 in profit right now. I'm about to close. All right, close. I'm $100 for the day. Yeah, we're up about 18 bucks. Yeah, we're about 30 bucks right now. 37 bucks. Oh, Nasdaq is just falling right now. Nasdaq is continuing to fall right now. So is the S&P 500. That is insane. All right, I gotta get ready. Yeah, Nasdaq is just falling straight out down.
The 9 NCTY. This is what I'm talking about. Like I liked it off the 650 area. It just came snapping right back in. The second I saw it about to breach this 560, I got some more.
I'm closing S&P 500 for about a $81 win, $87 win, 93. As it's continuing to fall right now, we're trying to hold support.
Yeah,
close there.
Guys, we're just absolutely monstrous right now. I don't care if you like belly dancing or not. We're now 3 times our daily goals.
Love the vids. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this out.
Big trade, 2140 short. We absolutely crushed that one. Neo, hello, Neo. Bang, we could be done here, guys, but the new year starting off much better than it doesn't matter.
Much better than last year for sure.
What's up now, Mr. Producer Man wants me to go up in share size. There we go. 50-cent winner on Palantir right now. The cash cow is back in the building. Let's go. What a big day for me. I may be done right now, guys, but we're going to still trade. Monster Day, Palantir 50 cents, Neo $1.50, CCL Monster as well. Let go. Yeah, of course, got that
All right.
as well. Dollar was
Cool beans.
But it's continuing to
That's pretty much it. I'm just gonna wait and see what we do here. If we hold support, S&P 500. I think it's gonna continue falling down, to be honest.
As the bottom here, if we can get it out there, we'll take about $1.25 on the last of our shares.
I'm gonna go 10 seconds.
Last entry 376, and I'm waiting anxiously for this NCTY to open back up. It's always tricky.
Order filled.
But at least we're in the right direction here, Brennan. What's up, buddy? talked about it at 25. Yeah, 29 just got broken there on BTBT, guys. Bitcoin starting to go again. Yes, sir. Bang! What a big day this has been for me today, man. We just continue to rock and roll, man. Look at Neo. Like a glove, you could say. This has been, I mean, I wish I held them all, and then we would literally, you know, I mean, we could be done for the week. But Neo right now, we are now at 5 times our daily goal. Neo just continues to rip up. We've just been getting some out, though, guys.
Yeah, S&P 500 is just continuing to fall. We may hold support right over here. Yeah, I mean, S&P 500 is super weak today. We may hold support right over here on the 200 EMA.
And thank God we wanted to start the day off and the month off right. We had 3 negative days in December. So 2 or 3 negative days in November. And now here
Nasdaq 100, same thing. I mean, to be honest, I like the liquid 50. I like how the value is like that. So we may hold support right over here. Maybe see an entry off that level. We'll see. We are, I mean, US 30, look at that. So it was up about 1% for the day, and now it's, you know, to the 200 EMA. So, I mean, to be honest, we'll see what we do here. I'm interested to see. Same with Russell 2000. Same level, same level, same level, same level. All right, I'm up about another $89 for the day. All right, okay, I'm closing out right now. We just closed out $131 in profit right there, so we're up about 271 for the day.
Yeah, remember they changed that, guys. It was the end of the month, it was the end of December, but they changed.
So we're falling really fast to the downside, so we could see maybe a, you know, kind of a support on that level, and then maybe a reversal toward the upside. So we'll just wait for that. But I mean, I'm good for the day right now. I'm not trading anything on today for Forex. I don't see any opportunities right now. Let me just go ahead and put this right over here. Tab right over here. I mean, use a GPY. We saw support right there. We saw support right over here. Now it's, you know, trying to come up, but I mean, like JPUSD, I mean, I'm not seeing anything interesting, to be honest, because you know, these were in my watch list. Pretty kind of, you could see, like, you know, starting off the new year, these pairs are coming from ADR to ADR, but it's also because ADR has been tight the last couple of days before the close, so that's probably why. EuroCAD just kind of a little bit choppy, but you know, went to ADR to ADR. JPAUD, ADR to ADR. I mean, nothing, no entries for me. I could go ahead and try scalping it, to be honest, if I really wanted to. But to be honest, if I was gonna scalp, I want to scalp a good trend trade. So it'll probably be Euro USD or usually JPY, because those are like the strongest trend right now in Forex. But I mean, right now I don't see anything significant on any of the other pairs. So if I was gonna take a scalp, it's probably gonna be off Euro USD, you know, off these levels. So I mean, it's a swap in liquid 50, so that's why I don't like about that. But I mean, like, the trend is still long. You know, we had a reset to the 800 EMA, so we may see kind of a reversal toward the upside. So we'll see. USD same thing. I'm really short bias on USD. I'm interested in USD for sure. Looking at the 1 hour chart, it's almost at the 50 EMA. So I mean, to be honest, starting off a swing trade for Monday morning, we could do that. I could see maybe a swing trade coming off the 50 EMA. I mean, I like that idea a lot. I do like trading USD, but again, we have bearish divergence right over here, bullish divergence, my bad. Right over here, we found support in the S&P 500. I see the Nasdaq 100. We found support. Just checking that out.
But look, this is what we're talking about right here. You want to look at the magic stuff. There it is right there. Neo.
All right, sorry. All right. So yeah, bullish divergence right over here. So I don't like that, to be honest. And bullish divergence in the MACD. You went to spring. I mean, like, to be honest, it's just something that it is what it is, you know. If I am going to trade a short trade, it's probably going to be take profit's going to be right over here at this level, just because it's a divergence zone. So I mean, if it breaks toward the 50 with a lot of momentum today and then continues to go, like, it'll be probably a good D1 entry. But to be honest, I don't see it coming farther. Like, if it is going to come farther, it's probably going to come farther to ADR at this level right over here, or at the 200 EMA if it breaks toward the 50 today. So I mean, if it breaks toward the 50, I mean, technically I could take a scalp if I really wanted to, but It's Monday morning, so there's no point. And oh my God, Nasdaq 100. Jeez, we're just coming down today. Nasdaq 100. What you doing? What are you taking? Gosh. Literally, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that big freaking candle. That's insane.
NCTY is holding a bid now. I am short at 74. It's holding 550. I might have to take some more profits because I don't want this one to run on me, Brennan. I mentioned some of the
We're on live right now, boys.
Strong in the pre-market, guys.
Going live right now, boys.
This one, BBBY, 3%. Just took out 18.
Oh my gosh, jeez. Look at that. We're literally just destroyed all the EMAs right there. So that's something. Okay, S&P 500. Literally almost the same thing. Literally S&P 500, guys. We went to ADR to ADR. So we'll see what we do here. That's insane. So the market is it's falling. It's probably going to be because of the stimulus check. You know, the $2,000 stimulus check hasn't been passed, and you know, just a lot of uncertainty. Oh my gosh, bro, look at that. I mean, to be honest, to be fair, ADR is kind of small, so today we're probably going to see a massive push either to the upside or short side, which looks like to the short side right now. So that's probably why, to be honest. US 30, literally the same thing. We already maxed ADR. Yeah, see, these are like the same patterns that I trade almost like the whole last year. Usually pre-market it's always bullish, and then on the open we're going to see kind of a push down and then maybe a reversal toward the upside. If not, then it's probably just going to come down further. But we're holding that level right now, so we'll see what we do here on US 30.
BNGO, I stayed away from it. It does look like it's trying to go back to the south side. I'm going to hold Oxygen here, but BNGO, if it can go back below this 480 mark, now I talked about 480 just before.
US 2000 is right there. All right, let me check this out
real quick. If we get back below that price, I'll try to initiate a short position in it. If you didn't get that,
yeah, so we're trying to hold that level. I see that.
Just got taken out. C3 AI.
Do I trade sugar? No, I don't trade sugar.
Get a bit of a bullish sense on this name, but this is not what you're looking for. I didn't think we'd have a shot at this. I wanted to bring it up, but 115. I love this level on C3 for a bit of a dip. I really didn't think it was going to happen today, but 123 already below, and it looks like it's still falling. 7.5% down. If it gets anywhere near 115, I think there's going to be support on C3 AI. So just getting a bid ready to go there on the off chance we actually see that price.
Okay, guys, yeah, and we are just like literally cruising here. Look at Neo. Look at Neo. 53.
All right. I see you. I see you. Russell 2000. Okay, so we're seeing a reversal right now. This could be a really good play. Let's take an eye on this and see what we do here. I'll keep an eye on JPY. I'll just put a signal right over here.
Look at this bottom, 50, 80, 51, 50, 53, 40. Sean, just hold a little longer, and then you'll make.
Okay, Russell's doing really well. Let's see. He was 30. Sucks. Russell's doing really well. Look at that move. Whack. Okay. That's interesting. It's really interesting. Let's see what we do here.
So nothing happening there. Tesla though, on hella long Tesla.
Yeah, look at that push. I'm interested in looking at the Russell right now.
And yeah, you don't want to be a Tesla salesman. Most of those are sold online. Wow, 4.5% again. Congratulations to my man Randy. He got out at 703. No FOMO there, but 740 and still ripping to the high side there. What up, B?
I am seeing a few more people now talking about QuantumScape, guys. Nothing official yet. There's no news on this yet, but they're talking about 2025 now before any
very interesting
for the company is achievable. So 37% now for QS. Just about to make a new low again, 2025 before they become profitable.
I mean, that'll do it. But just watching the EF turn negative on the session here, guys. It's only about 20 handles or so, but a bit to the red side so far to start the day. I'm gonna get back in NCTY. Did break this 580 mark.
We're having kind of a supported spring crossing right here on the Nasdaq 100. Dun. We're holding off that fair value right there, so that's a good indication. PSAR has flipped, so that's a bad indication. But we're still in kind of summer bullish territory right over here. So we'll see what we do here. So we may see kind of an out entry. If we do see that, then I'm looking to trade on my FTMO account. Excuse me. Kind of like a day trade.
back above 5. No,
Which,
no fighting
let's
that game
see.
for short side guys.
Where's my
So
magic
that's,
keys?
Nice, well, not nice price, but we did get out 53.16 there for $2 win on Neo.
Magic keys,
And
where are
it's
you?
actually $3 if you take the bottom of this play. So that's a good trade there for me for sure. Like I said, our day is just rock.
Oh, here it is. All right.
We are gonna,
All right, so Nasdaq 100, we're coming up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start buying something on right over here.
Order filled.
Breaking through 60, not looking great right now for that one, but what is looking great here? And again, you don't get out of Palantir because you maybe think it's going down, but I'm really happy it's going up.
So this is kind of an RLCXD entry right over here.
Positions in CCL, and look what CCL is doing right here, guys. Oopsies. CCL just continues to make moves to the downside. $20.78. Let's get out a little bit more on CCL. Let's hold that last 10% and see how far this guy can go down here. Looking at maybe a little bit of a bigger chart now. Welcome to the show, guys. I don't know what we're at right here. Let me see. How many viewers do we have right now? 10,141. What, Valeria? 1.8K likes? Something's wrong there. Let's throw over to Valeria, guys. I want to see that, like 11, 10,000 watching. We can't even get 20%. That's embarrassing. Let's ramp that up. Let's go, guys. Let's start attacking that like button. Valeria, give him hell.
Absolutely, Sean. We have record number of viewers today. Guys, please support, hit thumbs up, Happy New Year, and welcome to the best trading live show. Back to Sean.
Yep.
Only trading live.
I would say it's one of the best, if not the best, but you guys make that decision. We're here every single day, and trust me, I'm not going anywhere, especially not as we go here. And I want to thank everybody for the support online. I tweeted out a couple cool things over the weekend, and people loving it. So look, guys, welcome to the party. Welcome to the club.
Okay, so I'm looking at this right now.
Mark was talking, guys, in the pre-market about some individual industrial names that he wanted to focus on going into the new year, the first month of the year. Anyways, Caterpillar.
We got a RLCO entry right over here. Dragon's coming up.
Straight to the downside. Caterpillar all-time high.
We're holding support right over here.
I just took a quick shot of reloading on Palantir, not Caterpillar, obviously. We were trading that one. Off of that 23.50, I like that price once. Gonna like it again. It just broke through that price, and then pre-market lows before that was 23.65. So a bit of a shot to short it at the same price with a really, really tight stop at 23.65. Gonna go ahead and do that. NCTY, I'm reloading back into this one at about $6.
All right, so I'm gonna wait to take the entry right over here.
Around that 640, of course, is my app.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still looking around, so we did get out of some of that CCL. What a great out that was, guys. We'll tweet all this out for you. Look at this short. 2140, ding, 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 all the way to the bottom. And that's ringing the register on those plays. So let's just continue to watch that one. Our best Neo trade was out 53.30 there. So we're going to look for some more trades.
They're trying to hold support right there.
Fubo making moves to the downside there. We can have a quick look at this one. I know there's a lot of you that are in this name, Fubo. Fubo TV. Okay, yeah, nice little drop down. We could, again, maybe a 3-minute chart will give us a little more details on where we can come from here. Wow, okay, that's where we came from, all the way to the downside. 26.50 looking like a decent bottom there. In for us, by us, just joking, this is Fubo, not Fubu. What up, B?
Yeah, that one to the downside for a week now. Here we go, a little headline on Fubo, January 7th. Mark that one in your calendars. That is Fubo's lockup expiration, guys, January 7th. So already under pressure over the last week or so, as we've said.
And we've certainly seen this story unfold before. We talked about the Lemonade lockup. It already moved downside into that and getting a bit of a bid, a couple of days later. And that Penn is about to test the low of the day, and I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing in GAN. Now, I wanted to buy this thing on a dip, but showing a heck of a lot of relative strength when it comes to versus DraftKings and Penn Gaming as well. So if you like this thing, which I do, you might not be able to get it on the dip. It looks like it has a shot to take out the top. It does not do a lot of volume, only 300,000 shares, but definitely a runner. NCTY just broke that 640, so the initial short was fantastic, but it is what it is. We get in after the re-halt, the first halt, and it's now broken that 640 level. There was a good level at 7 even, 680 to 7 even. I will look for that try again. I'm only going short this name. I will not go long NCTY today.
Yeah, and we also on ACY last week as well. We have Kevin O'Leary coming on Jan 12th. Please do not forget about that. If you're interested in anything he has to say, we're going to talk about watches. We're going to talk about some of his picks for 2020, 2021. Hopefully his pick for 2020 already has those out. And then we will also
We're still waiting right now.
on day trading. And I'm going to show him some of this risk analysis that we do on the show here and get his comment. But a big trade happening over on my side. What's up, Brent?
Okay, guys, looks like just having a look at Snapchat, it is actually negative, down 1.2%.
All right, we're in right now.
Google and Snapchat in talks to invest in ShareChat. That's according to TechCrunch. So Google possibly in talks to invest in ShareChat with Snapchat, but yeah, down 1.2% here.
All right, so we're being really careful with this trade right over
Starting to
here.
watch Silicon Valley, if you guys are watching Pied Piper is
Yeah, so we're just being really careful with it, just watching the levels on what it's doing. And
we are having some Bitcoin.
and yeah, I'm okay with taking with you know, closing my positions right over here in like half an hour or whatever. So we'll just take an eye on that, just because we are at this significant level right here, and it could definitely just bounce toward the downside. So keeping an eye on that, you know, once it passes that level, I'm probably just gonna get out, but we'll see, we'll see. Just keeping an eye on that.
I thought we'd get a test of 7. It slams back down, barely, doesn't even get to that 680, so the target range 80 to 7, it doesn't quite get there. I missed the re-entry point, now it's going to come back in. Wild
And so if this fails, this will be a supported, a collapsing dragon. So I will take that short.
Big time strength coming from the chip maker so far, 92 to 94 for
Alright, I'm closing about half of my position right there.
77.5. That's all-time highs for Micron.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Again, we gave some picks.
Order filled.
Alright, so we just closed out most of my positions at about 0.6 R right there. So that came off in a loss.
I like AMD better than NVIDIA. 94 to change to the high side. Good one there, 2.5%, and still moving. What did we get to? Oh, yes, sir. Thank you so much, guys, for getting us up to $3,000 right now. We're still at that 10,000, so thank you so much for that. It's a completely free show. Like, other people try to imitate. They try to do this. They can't. But you are now with us. So thank you so much for watching us. BNGO, I have not traded that today. I did want to look back at XPeng. We did
Order filled.
breaking through 46.
I'm selling my scalping account, and then I'm going to go ahead and...
Early that we didn't take this one. So we did have XPeng breaking through 46. It only goes to 46.50. You're not in trouble right now, but I'm just wondering if some of the steam possibly coming out of some of these names. Neo, though, still $1.36 in the money. We have this one long and strong for a bit. It's only not, like, I'm pretty exhausted. It's only 9:52. I feel
Alright, we just took that short for a collapsing dragon.
And just enjoying this day. So let's just keep on going. Tesla, 738, Neil. Wow.
Yeah, I mean 740 just seems like it's going to be in play, but I mean the better trades. When we said the better day trade stock, I think. I mean it's certainly going to be true here when you see that Neo trade for sure. It's definitely a better day trading stock. There's no question about it when it comes to that versus Tesla. But to own, yeah, obviously you can't go wrong with Tesla. I'm trying to figure out where a bottom might be in quantum space, if there even is one. It's just screaming to the downside. Still, obviously short sale restricted. There's a bit of a bunch level at like 44. That seems crazy. It would go another 10%, but it's down 40%. It's down from a top of 140. It just feels like this is getting a little bit out of hand here. And at some point when this thing, if it can find a bid, it's going to be a good one. Much like saying patient going short in front of a moving trade, going long.
All right, close some.
It's certainly the same thing. Let's try to be a little bit patient. 50 looks like it could be the level.
I'm gonna break even right there.
Not a heck of a lot if it breaks, and 44 to 45, certainly a reasonable target. Palantir, basically, yeah, about 25 cents. Those are 20 cents in the money. I'm trying to hold on to the rest of this short on the reload, but it is finding a bit of a base here and holding consolidation below VWAP, which is a good sign.
Alright, I'm just gonna wait and see what we do here. So I actually bought off that level. That's hilarious because my magic keys automatically bought that instead of selling it for the collapsing dragon. So that's funny.
Order filled.
It really is funny. But it is what it is. We're at break even right there now with that trade.
And we're still in this, so we still have that 10% left. So that's why when you see me talk about how big of a day this is, and if you don't know, you know, now you know. Here's $35 break right now on GBTC. That was 50 cents there. We got some out at 10s, 11s, some out right now at 35. GBTC still making highs, 35.50, and we're still long on this one, guys. What's up, Brent?
Depending on the outcome of the Georgia Senate runoff election, guys, there's certain benefits that could come to the cannabis sector. Have a look at CGC here, 6% today for CGC, guys.
Hell yeah, we always talk about buying the biggest and the baddest. And CGC, of course, we Batman. Look, I'm a little bit of a bag holder. We've lightened up on some of this, but CGC with the Wee Batman going to the moon here. Let's have a quick
Okay,
look,
so we're
at another
holding a
one.
higher
Afria.
low.
I like Afria a bit, not a bit better, but a little differently than CGC. But then, of course, you do have that merger with
Order
Wow,
filled.
up 6% as well. Okay, Afria. We'll check our portfolio out. I hope it's doing quite well. But Afria right now mooning, hopefully mooning eventually. And look at Bitcoin, GBTC. We just got out there, 54. Nice little 50-cent win on this one, guys.
I saw someone in the chat here, and I'm just going to quickly say, I said QS, Quantum Space, was short sell restricted. That is the SSR rule. It means you can only go short by removing liquidity off the bid aggressively on an uptick. So it doesn't mean you cannot short the stock in general. You just need to have locates to be able to do that. It's just the short sell restriction rule, which means you got to short on an uptick. If you want to remove liquidity from the bid, I can offer at any price, of course. Just a bit of education there.
All right. So we're just waiting right now.
Very, very strong.
I'm in right now on my scalping account. So I'm just waiting to see what we do here. I want to get a little bit more
Semis are just going off.
continuation right there. So we're seeing continuation right there. We went to fall, winter to spring. So just waiting right there.
We're looking for other names. If you do have any
BTBT is going crazy.
Yeah, is it BTBT? Okay, we can have a look at that. That's the Bitcoin again. It's not big. What?
Yeah.
I remember we talked about this on Thursday. I went long $15, got out 18, and thought that was pretty snazzy there. But $31 BTBT, guys. As Bitcoin continues to rip upside, you're seeing a lot of these crypto names just go. Sorry to say about parabolic. I guess I got a drink at some point. But yeah, BTBT going nuts, guys. Mara, everything. Let's check out Mara, another one here. Going. What is it? What's Mara up here? Come on, adjust. Up only 8.5%, and then Riot as well. We can check back.
Okay.
As well, up that 6%.
So we'll see what it wants to do.
Also added stay low here. We're gonna get out if it breaks back above 2075.
Yeah, Russell 2000 is just falling to the depths of the earth right now. So
we had a lot of shares there.
I was looking at that for like maybe a buying opportunity later on for a swing trade, but it's falling. So maybe a bit later.
The juice is loose. Hey man, you might as well use.
The juice was loose early.
You might as well use the Bills references.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about there, because of course a former running back who was had run into some trouble, but the Bills are doing good now. Let's not get too much into OJ. I'm gonna go quickly back to NCTY. I'm gonna take another shot at this. It did not quite.
All right, so I think it wants to go up, because it's holding support, it's making higher low. You got the MACD rising right there, and just going to my mechanical system right over here. We got the TDI rising, we got the RSI value above TL right there. No divergence yet, so that's something to look for. The levels are still right over here, so these are two significant levels that we have to look at, see what price actually wants to do. So we'll take a look at that. We'll see what we do here.
Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin GBTC is still trying to go up, but maybe it's trying to come back down a little bit as well. So I'm not sure about that. Ooh, I did not put the order out there. 2075, we're going to get ready for.
I am watching.
Charts are frozen as well here. So
I forgot what it was called.
And now my level 2 is all acting up. So I'm going to
Day Trading Live.
And get back to you guys, but charting a little bit of an issue. I'm going to shout out our IT department when we go, but there it is, frozen up. But CCL 2075, we're going to get out. So there it is, 2075 out of CCL, guys.
So we're preaching a little bit when it came to Boeing. We were talking about that with Mark. That 200 might be starting to come into play here. A bit of a bounce already off 205, 206, 66. Okay, so there's that 666 number again. We saw it on Tesla a little bit, but that's the bottom on Boeing. I think you still wait for 200, but I'm tracking that name all morning long to see if I can't get an opportunity to get in. I'm going to get back over to BNGO. NCTB, every single time I get into it, it immediately takes up a tight stop, so I have to find a wider stop to get into short of that position. But BNGO, here's that 460 that we mentioned. 480 certainly.
Okay, it's trying to fall right there.
And then got basically a bit of an even fill there. If 460 breaks,
order filled.
This one is going to start to come back in. This was $3 last year. I know that really means last week, but it's also 10 o'clock, and that means it's time to go to Brendan. We're happening now.
Hey guys, 10 o'clock, quick look at North American markets. Just like that, gains are gone. Back in negative territory once again for the S&P, 0.2%. You can see the Dow 0.3% leading the way to the downside, although there are some names in the NASDAQ that are starting to show some weakness as well. Just went red here, both the composite and the 100 for the NASDAQ. The Russell still holding on to 0.3% gain. So small cap still showing some strength. TSX here in Toronto, 0.7%. Bovespa also still positive, 0.4% if you're joining us down in Brazil. Two things from the watch list, guys, to have a look at still. We talked about the positivity surrounding Palantir in the pre-market. Yeah, not so much. They sold it immediately. 24 ended up being the level, down to 22.5 on volume as well, pushing to new lows as we speak. In fact, for Palantir and Roku, yeah, big gap up this morning, 340 down to 324 in a straight line. Big time relative volume coming into Roku as well, guys. Back over to you.
That's kind of funny. Actually, that's kind of funny about Roku because we did talk about, I mean, I just didn't think those levels. So we did get out of CCL on a 2020, 2075 break. Yeah, I hope that wasn't the wrong call there.
One
but,
more.
It's been a
Come
big day
on.
for us.
One is not enough.
We gotta
Do one more.
focus again and see if we can find more big trades for you guys. If you're just joining us, check the bottom, man. I've traded CCL, Bitcoin, Neo.
Alright, so we're still waiting right now.
It's been a rocking day.
It's coming to a sideways quiet channel. So let's just wait that out for maybe a collapsing dragon, which is it's trying to do right now. Or kind of a maybe sideways quiet channel play.
This is a 3-minute chart, so definitely something to watch out for here in Roku as it just makes a move right back to the downside. So I think you can re-look at this thing through 331. So let's get ready to go long if it does retake 331 on Roku. That's going to be a play I'm going to look at right here.
Yeah, and BNGO is sort of gearing up again. Every single time you see something like this where it's up so far, it's already had a couple of these pullbacks, but it just cannot seem to roll over more deeply, I guess the best way to put it. This 460 level continues to hold. It just feels like there's going to be another long shot here. And if it gets below, like if it does break that 60 and goes below there, I don't mind getting back in the short, and I very likely will. But I'm going to start hunting for a bit of a long. If I can catch something off of that 60 level and then work it up to $5, I don't even have to think about it being a home run trade. I can just look to scalp it. If I get like 65 or so off of that 460, we'll go for it on BNGO. Still showing a little bit of strength here as it holds a bid, Brennan.
Can add this one to the list as well. Li Auto a little bit late to the party, but 31 guys just broke on a volume spike there as well. 8.3% now for Li Auto, guys.
Like, look at CGC. Do we actually want to take this out on the high here? I'm wondering about that right now. CGC 2650. The high is right here. Like, what is going on? Obviously, we know what's going on. Brendan brought it to us with the Senate vote, but wow. 2654. If we can get a pullback to 2640, let's take it. But I'm going to take a little bit right now on CGC long and use this 2635 as a bottom. This thing still has room to go, man. These marijuana stocks could go forever, really.
And there's so much room from the bottom for a lot of those names. I'm going to get. I saw some people in the chat there. I'm going to look at some down in a second, but consolidation in Palantir here, right around that 23 even. Now I did have that short off the top, 23.50 a couple times. Now added to that position, taking 23s, getting an average price of 10s. I will cover it if it dips down below towards the low of the day, but because I've added here, I have the shot to hold to VWAP and then definitely also hold through 22.50, which I wasn't going to do.
We're just
before.
waiting.
So Palantir has been good, and I won't look a gift horse in the mouth on this one. That's why I will take some in front of the low of the day. But I do want to hold if that in the event that does break. Certainly, Sean already went over some support levels. He talked about that with Mark, so you can look to get out in front of those if you can. Sean just mentioned Roku, and a little bit surprised to see 325 here. Not really. We did talk about a potential rollover. This was around that price range. It made sense, like a full 10% retracement. If you can hold here, maybe you're looking for a bit of a stabilization. Hasn't happened just yet. Gonna hang on to the Palantir short. Did not get into this is ridiculous, BNGO. I just talked about the long and tried to be patient on the bid, and then it popped 20.
Alright, starting 30 minutes after the open.
I gotta find a way to be long these names.
Still waiting to see what we're trying to do right over here.
We take it so nice. We take it twice. 2650, 2650. Out right there, 82. So we did it again, guys.
I mean, S&P 500 looks bearish right now, so we could see continuation play. US 30, Dow Jones 30 looks like a continuation play as well. Sort of downside, so we'll wait.
What a good move.
We could just make divergence right over here.
We just took some off for 30 cents. That was 30
Take a
cents
look.
in 1 minute, so that was a good idea.
Now we have divergence right over here, so. But to be honest, it still looks bearish.
CGC and rocking and rolling now on all fronts, guys. We just took GBTC short as well. If this loads up, there it is. We go short on that number. Now it's coming back to the downside, so we're waiting on that one. And then Neo right now as well. Big victory on this one today, guys. Bang, 50, 80 long again inside here. Now we're sort of consolidating. So you might want, you might want to say, like, I want to trade now. So let's see, 53.20 break on Neo. Look at the volume, guys, 58 million.
And there's BNGO through high of day again. This is just ridiculous. We just talked about that long, like 50 cents ago. So here's your 10%. If you just punched in instead of waiting on the bid, like
Still waiting.
looking to get back into NCTY. I just covered some more Palantir, so that short continues to be fine. Look, this is an interesting price because you had a 525.
I don't know about this.
I did scalp in and out of it, couldn't go any further.
Maybe just wait a little bit longer to see what really happens, because like
If it
I really don't like how.
All
Alright, so we have resistance support right there. So it's a sideways quiet channel, so we're just basically waiting for a breakout on either direction. But we do have bullish divergence, so you know, I am. Don't really want to short it until we break that level. Even if we break that level, to be honest, like, you know, the other indices are kind of divergent, so I would like for them to break that divergence level. But we are holding a major support right now, so I mean, honestly, like, it could make divergence right over here if it falls lower. So I'm just being a little bit careful right now. Look at that support right there. Support on this Nasdaq 100. You know, so it's not ideal for shorts. Let's see. All right, S&P 500 looks kind of like it's trying to continue to fall. So is US 30. So we're finding some strength right over here on the Nasdaq 100.
Over there for us today, and then there goes CGC as well. We keep saying this, but sometimes it's just that easy. Brennan brings the news to us, and yeah, just like mac and cheese. All you need for mac and cheese, really, guys. I mean, you can make it the best. There's lots of secret recipes out there. But cheese, macaroni, maybe a little cream and milk, depending on what you like. Right now, 45 cents in the money. I like breadcrumbs too. 45 cents in the money right now on CGC, and still rocking in $2 in the money on NIO. Let's go, Brendo.
If anyone's wondering about this FLIR, guys, this is a merger bias today, 20% to the upside. Cash and stock are being acquired by that Teledyne company. The reason I bring this up is because they do have a portion of their company that is involved in that LiDAR technology, the laser sensors. They do a whole bunch of other things, but there is a portion of it in the LiDAR sector.
NCTY halts again, and this is what we try to talk about, that 7 even level. I try to get it this time on the way down instead of the way up, but it's the second time it's halted down. But the first price at 640, that's going to.
Alright, so we're seeing some kind of bullish momentum when using GPY. So it's breaking toward the 50, the 1 hour 50 right there. So we could see it come up toward this level right here, or the 200 EMA. So we'll see what we do here on JPY.
And the last one stalls out at 22.90. I just covered, accidentally got long, didn't mean to, so I got out on the offer. Made a couple cents there, but who cares? It's now breaking back up. We get 23.50 again. You know, maybe I didn't have to forget about shorting it. I still have a stop at 23.65. I'm going long on Palantir through 23.65. If the bottom is in, I want a piece of it and see if we can't run that towards pre-market highs. So out of the short
Interesting. So we're seeing kind of Nasdaq, S&P 500, excuse me, S&P 500,
We only shorted one time there,
and US 30
on this. We didn't keep the absolute bottom, 22.50. That's
coming down.
Oh my God! You know what the embarrassing thing is here, guys? 22.50 is actually that daily level there. That I think Mark had 21.50, but it does.
Tesla's up 4%. That's pretty good.
22.38 or so on that bottom. I wonder if we'll see that again on Palantir. I gotta go look over at.
So we just destroyed all the gains today.
Kron, the next one to pop up here, guys.
So honestly, I'm expecting moves to be from ADR to ADR continuation plays off that, just because of a tighter range the last couple of days before the market open. I mean, before the market, the end of the year, for December.
Maybe they know something. Yeah, I mean, huge for wheat. I mean, we're just getting ready to go. What about GRWG? So those of you that know, put the price in there that you're long, because I gave this to you guys in September. So I don't know what this is at right now. Let's just call this up right now. We were long $17, $18. So there's almost, I mean, we'll get to a triple if obviously if that gets approved. But here's GRWG. And again, if you're watching us for the first time, not only am I trading throughout the day, but also trying to give you picks. This one was down here, man.
Okay, so we're falling right there.
$16, $17. We looked at GRWG. We call it the Home Depot of marijuana, and there it is. right to the high side. Those of you that like to grow, you probably know Grow Generation brands. And then again, as you get going here with some of the, the rhetoric and whatever with marijuana, there are going to pass, just like they did here in Ontario, laws about growing your own, right? So I think that there's some possibility here, as well as Scott's Miracle Grow. You've missed the boat on some of these plays, but just watch them. Scott's, which is here, I'll call it up for you, SMG, again, and this is what we get, guys. Like, not only traders, but I try to educate on all these different sectors so that we can bring them to you and talk about them. I just need the charts to go. SMG, come on. Look at it. This is what I mean about missing the boat here. You could have took SMG as well. 150, you're up to 200.
Interesting. So
it's nice to see right here.
we'll see what we do here.
Which is the other one that we have still making some moves. Long 56 up to 91 right now.
Yeah, I mean, you look at parabolic charts like that in CGC. I got another one here, which might be reversing. Of course, we talked about BTBT a couple of times, but today this is the second time it's looked like.
Alright, we're coming into winter territory in the Nasdaq right there.
The upside at 33 here.
Via bearish play.
To look at it. I actually, in a minute or so,
It's coming to a bearish play.
We should open back up. A BTBT, I take my first crack at it around 32 if I can get that price. If it does break 30 even, that would be more of like a scalp trade. Just sort of take that break and try to catch a quick little dollar there. The shorts are actually cheaper than I expected, like a penny per share.
So
penny per share on BTBT.
see what we do here in JPY. Looks like it's gonna try to continue going up, to be honest.
If you're looking for weakness, guys, as we continue to
Order filled. Order filled.
GNW, they had a merger agreement with this Ocean Life from.
Alright, I'm selling right there.
The end date, or the date they had to come to an agreement on said agreement, was December 31st. They said this morning they have not extended that or finalized it. So 25% dip here for GNW, guys.
Genworth. Okay, we'll look at that as well.
Alright, we're in profit already, really fast.
He's been one of my calls again.
I knew we were gonna try. I knew we were gonna break out of that level, just because we're holding that level really quick. So we just broke out.
With Mark a little bit, and the fact that he liked it.
I'm in a day trade right now. My goal is to be honest 2R, but I'm closing the majority of my position at 2R. I mean 1R. Excuse me.
Because I feel like this is a name here that could break out as well. So watch out.
All right, so we're in profit right now.
On GE could be something. CGC, there it goes, guys. It breaks through. So yeah, we Batman still in the building. 27.17. We went long there, 26.50. I'm trying my best to give you guys the winners, right? So we've only made like 6 or 7 big trades today. And CGC, here's another one right now. 50, 60 cents. I think we can go higher, guys. I'm not going to dump this at least till the end of the show. Let's see if we can see 28 today on this name.
Yeah, I just got into some BTBT around 31.55. It's starting to roll over. I liked it around that 32 price, but stock with like a 20-30 cent spread at times. Has to be more aggressive than I wanted.
We're about half an hour right now. I'm not gonna let it basically. I'm not gonna let it be. I'm not gonna let it.
I thought we maybe pop and then test that high. That has not
stop me out with the full R. Like it's gonna be at break even right there.
I mean, liquidity has also been a bit sketchy, so I'll try to hit that bit.
Let me go ahead and lock myself at break even.
Short that name as
Alright, so I'm at break even right there.
Over to another one of these, another runner, Lee Auto, 31.50. It's already made it. You can see this a couple times here. A bit of a double top on Lee Auto, now consolidating lower. I would have picked on XPeng, but sort of 0 for 1 on that one right off in the open. So I'm gonna go over
Order filled.
Alright, closed it on my scalping account.
A bit of a sign of weakness on a bit of a pull. And if we can hold this 31, I'd like a breakdown with a stop at that 31.50 price, guys.
I'm selling this position on my day trading account. So currently looking to get 1R right over here. But again, it's divergence, so you have to be careful. But it's a no lose. So
I'm not going short BNGO.
Alright, I just got stopped out right there. I break even. Alright, so it is what it is. So we're holding support right there. So I know that there was divergence right there that it formed. So I knew that I had to be careful. So it is what it is, Fortunate that I wasn't able to capitalize on at least some money, but it is what it is. So we'll see what we do here. So there's divergence right there.
Quibi there on Roku. So we had it up today. It was up 4%, 3%. We didn't really think that that was going to be any significant news, so we gave you 336 break. That went all the way back down. Now I'm actually looking to see if we can take out this 331, but look at this 330 view up. I like that short through there better, I think. 330 break. What's up, B?
Looks like Opco Health. If you remember that OPK just popping up, the FDA has accepted a change that they've made in an application for.
Okay, so now things are getting a little bit interesting. So we're having divergence, which is the levels that I trade off my scalping system. So now things are getting a little bit interesting.
So the FDA looking at a change in that 420 just broke there on a volume spike for OPK, guys.
Yeah, with 2.5 million shares, this one's actually done a decent amount of volume. It's not looking bad for a breakout off this 420 level. That's why I'm not gonna. I wouldn't, like I said, on these things I wouldn't short it. Certainly when you get this bit of a break here, it has some continuation possibilities. Looking at the daily to like a 5 even, so it's on my radar, but not for the short that you might think would be in play.
So we're holding that 21 EMA right there. We do have divergence right over here.
You get some consolidation. I think
4 hour.
Could be in play for Opco Health there. BTBT went in the money about, I'd say 70.
Alright, so we're trying to come down.
I mentioned to you guys the spread.
I don't know. It's tough to short it whenever there's bullish divergence just because of my trading style. Like, I'm really uncomfortable in shorting something. Especially whenever it's holding divergence. I'm like that. So for me, you know, I'd much rather just get out. I'm at break even right now. Actually, a little bit in profit right now, just on my day trading account. And then I'm green on my scalping account, so I'm good. You know. So we'll see what we do here. Alright, so we're coming up. Alright.
On a 20-minute, they did have this high, basically, I guess the rate where it went today, 69.50. And like I said, some of these names that have been loved, it's probably Etsy probably looks very similar to this as well. They got beat up the last week or so in the new year, so in the past year here, there was a opportunity.
Okay, so this is.
Some of these, and that's probably what it is.
Things are getting interesting right over here.
Portfolio management here coming. A lot of people maybe sold this name up high when some of these levels broke, and then they're like, wait a second, we still do like Pinterest. Let me check on Etsy, see if that's a very, very similar chart.
JPY just doing its thing. So I mean, I'm not really focused on it right now. Like, I mean, there is divergence right over here, but I mean, it's just tough. You know, because we're all the way up to ADR.
And you can see that had the same kind of break to the high side, 165 now.
So I mean, it's trying to have some resistance on that level right there.
Pinterest, Chewy is another name that's been beat up.
So we'll see what we do there.
Portfolio, I'm just going to call it portfolio rebalancing, as a lot of traders getting ready to get back in, I believe, into some of these high flyers that were taking off in 2020. Just got to
order filled.
Just slow down a bit on some of these names. Palantir 2350.
One that's getting beaten up that I don't think anyone is going to be shedding any tears over, or at least not many people in our community. Wish, down 1%, but you mentioned your name Pinterest, you know, which I like. Wish I don't. And the $18 even has already been broken here. Now you look at last year's support. This is of course the last trading day of the session with all kinds of support at this price. It's actually got a bit of a low here at 17.50. But it's not that difficult a thesis to think that we're going to break through a fresh low on Wish, and that 18 sort of looms large as a bit of a break price. It's sort of a name that's already been shorted and already taken some advantage of here, but I like it if I can get 90 to 95. I'll use an 18 stop and then try to get out of it in front of that 17.50. So Wish, add that to the wish list for something that can fall back to the downside here. I talked about Palantir wanting to catch a bit of a break. That 23.65, we're almost there. Only a couple of pennies away here. This is just the opening range high.
Alright, so we're having RLCO right there.
Pre-market low.
Regression line crossover.
That came off at 6 a.m. That's also the pre-market low here. So 23.65, a couple of pennies away from getting to the first long of the day on Palantir. For me.
Yeah, we've just been one and done on Palantir today. Wow, look at Weed Batman. Yes, sir. CGC, guys, I want to thank Brendan for this one. You know, I'm always on the lookout. I'm actually a little bit surprised that I wasn't watching this earlier because I am always looking for that news. Like I said, I am an investor in these names. Got my father into this one like $20. So we'll call you after the show, Dad. I want to give a big shout out also to my mother-in-law, possibly watching up in the great north here. What's up? Hopefully see you soon when everything clears. But it's been a big day. Now we're paying for that hotel room if we need to come visit you. 27.20 right now. Watch out for CGC. That was the high. We're long right here. 27.20. Looking pretty good right now. What's up to all my family? We got Brendan over at the big screen.
Hey guys, yeah, let's have a look at a few small caps we were talking about in the pre-market. We'll start with this one, BNGO. The
Still bullish right there.
Daily chart. Remember, I was talking about spells the story. Very, very strong at the end of the day. I mentioned $5 here. Ended up being a bit of a pivot throughout the pre-market. Really hasn't gotten away from that. I mean, we're up to 540, but we've tested lower. We're now testing higher above that 5. So $5 is a bit of a magnet for BNGO. Not much to do so far. OCGN, this was a pretty good level at 4 that it was developing in the pre-market. There was definitely a seller in front of 4. Give you a great shot to be short anywhere along this point.
So we'll see what we do here.
Out down there around 280, 275. So huge move for OCGN right off the bat. NCTY. This one was stronger right off the bat, very obviously so. There was bids showing up on the way down here, absorbing this, and with the idea being that this is a cryptocurrency-related news story. So if Bitcoin were to go, this one would probably catch a bid.
Okay, so we're holding support right over there.
But holding now below 6.
Okay. I see you.
And if we go from Brendan to a winner, here comes BTBT. Now again, this is not to say that you have to fight the trend every single time, but it just stair-stepped up each time from 30 bucks. The same pullback into 27.50. I see at 33 consolidation. We play it here. Of course, I would like to have it the first, but if it's a really, really bullish name, I kind of wait for the bigger level and I wait for a later push, maybe after 10 o'clock. It's just a bit safer. Took a buck, then took $2. I'll be in. We'll line that one up, and we'll not go pins down, and now step away from it because I'm not going to fight this stock too hard. Certainly, it's still in a bit of an upward trend. Speaking of upward trends, I'll get to Palantir in a second. Did get the long break. Hopefully that will be the one. Hopefully it's made a bottom here, but 23.60.
I don't like how the 800 EMA is right there.
BNGO.
The regression line 270, which is the fair value of the traders, long-term traders. So I'm taking a long right there. Just took a long. I'm gonna scalp it. My plan is scalping it up to right over here, this level right there. And then I'll add into my position. Once I see kind of a little bit more kind of a little bit more of like what I'm trying to do. If I should kind of add in right there or just see what we do. So yeah, that's my current plan right there. Just watching it right now. We're almost to the summer territory, so we'll wait for that.
It's my number one stock today. It's to the moon, man, and it just keeps on going. You guys want more Neo talk, but the thing is, like, I'm not done. I mean, I'm never done trading. If those of you know me, know that that's the truth. But here we go. Look, Neo, we played it so well off the open, man. We got this price 50.40 right there, and then 50.85 or so. We hit that, and then we took that break upside. I said that this would be like a name that we need to look at into the new year. Neo, electric vehicles, not going anywhere. I don't even know why it wasn't up more today, but now you're up that 9%. So again, guys, just congratulations to anybody that's on this Neo trade with us here. It looks like it's obviously getting pretty top heavy right now. We will tweet out this so you guys can see this. My number one stock, and again, it's just about the share size, right? Like, if you don't have many shares, maybe you can hold this, but when I see this coming up,
all right, I got to stand up.
I get out, and then we get out ahead of 50. These are my plays. You guys know we trade around the evens, and then there we let this, the last 50% rank, upside, which is where we're at now, and we have a very, very small part left of the Neo. So just watch out here. I still think we can take out the top. X-Peng, though. Yeah, I don't think we're in this one yet, Neil.
I was in off the open and then immediately out of it.
Yeah, so I did write down on the list here, X-Peng, $46 was something to look at. And I mean, now we're just breaking above there, but nothing to brag about there. It kind of bounces around 46. Nice little gap up right now, though.
Yeah, and we'll go back to pounds. Usually I'm not gonna be. We'll put Superman up because I like flying some superhero action. I'll tell you about a horrible superhero movie when it slows down because I was watching it, unfortunately. The pounds here breaks up at 23.65. No longer short today. And then long. This is that pre-market range. Just scalped it out in front of 24. Sorry, not actually all out of it. Looking to test that high of day now. We're going to hang on to this long. If this is the bottom for the day on Palantir, there's lots of room to run because of what has happened. Look, it's got a bit of a range at 30 bucks, all the way before finding this support here at 22.50. Definitely a good shot to get to 25 in the upcoming days here. With any luck, that could actually be today. We'll see. Going to hang on to the rest of these shares here along 23.68. Brennan, what's up?
Market just cannot find a bid here, guys. We're still falling on the overall market. A couple of names from Tech World to be aware of. Facebook here down 1%.
Little does he know that I'm buying it.
Towards
All right.
the bottom end of the daily time frame range, around 268, 270. I'll flip over to another one. PayPal was weak initially, all the way down to 233. We're right back up 1.2% now for PayPal.
Okay. PayPal Square, good names as well. We love all those names. And then okay, so 53.50 we're taking long on Neo. It seems to have a bottom here.
So we're still at break even right now.
50s, right? So we're already long 51.54. So we've already got a $2 winner right now. So that was a good idea. Now we'll see if we can have another one.
We're break even on the day trading account on that current trade.
If we can get it up to 53.80, the day's high, maybe 53.70, 60, something like that, we will scalp some out. So here's 50. It's going to break. We're going to go long on a stop order that we have there. So downside on this long, guys. I don't know. Let's have a quick look at something a little bit longer time period here. If we do get this break, we will go long. So you'll see that pop in. You'll see a little check mark happen here. And then, yeah, let's just give this all the way back here. There it is. There's a little up arrow. So let's give it down here to 53 and change. But right now, guys, we go long Neo. We just punch that through. And look at this. Instantly in the money now. Let's take out 66s. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that.
All right, so we're breaking now. Let's go, let's go. Come on, break toward that 50 E-man, then continuation to the upside.
It's already at 75, a 20-cent winner. Neo doesn't get much.
Like I said again, I'm gonna try scalping it toward that level right there.
Some size in NCTY, and again, gonna try and scalp it. It was a 640 level. I got some shares here at 76.37. Then it immediately does not hold. So I did get a bit of a scalp out. I'm gonna see if we can't ride this one back down into the 6 even area. But that was just sort of a parabolic move up. It's sort of waiting patiently for one after getting stopped out of my last short. I'll give it to like a 650. But size jumped in and then immediately got filled. Now that could be someone that went short for a big
Man, oh man.
Or that
It's
could
just
be someone
falling
that
right
jumped
there.
into the wrong position. Either way, I like the fact that that offer was there. We're gonna hang on to this one. Hopefully down to a 6 and then 580 level, and then only 10% if it breaks out.
All right.
Another one getting some attention today that's kind of in the background, been floating around a little bit, is Jaguar Health. Jag X 30%. You can see every now and then it pops up on the daily chart. Typically doesn't fade. This is one that kind of gives you that move on the daily chart and then holds and then pushes further. So through $1 now for this Jag X 32%, guys.
So this is okay. Good. Yeah, we'll check out Jaguar Mining. It's been in the news, like you said, Brendan, a lot. There. This is what I want to talk to Mr. O'Leary, my good friend, about. Because look, guys, I mean, this is the kind of risk management that I'm talking about. I said we would take 53s, right? Hit the rewind. Where did I say, guys? If you're watching me, where did I say that I was going to get out? 80s, right? So okay. So there's some out at 69, and there's some out at 74, and now we hold a third of what we have left, and we'll just wait to see if it can take out 80. If not, we'll get out back to 53. So, I mean, here's risk management. We take out 2/3 of the profit, giving the target what we're looking for, and also giving a downside target as well. So,
Order
there it is
filled.
again, guys.
All right, just got out break even on my scalping account.
At the highest spot I've been at all day long.
All right,
And,
so
the profits just keep coming through there. I'm trading with light shares now, even though it's only 10:37. I've hit my goal 6x right now on the goal for the day. So that's what it is. If you're at 6x, guys, I advise maybe you slow down unless you see that great opportunity. And believe me, I'll be back in there when we do see that. CGC coming back in. We did have a good opportunity on this one to the high side, but now we're trying to form out again. Watch out for this break, 26.40 on CGC.
Got a bit of a good exit price here. I'll get to Wish in a second. I just shorted that one at 92 off that 18 break. We talked about that a little bit. 1750.
I'm gonna wait it out.
For me on Wish.
Be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Break through that price. See if it can't go to fresh lows. Who knows? Once the bottom's broken, you have no idea what the new bottom's going to be on Wish because there's no levels, guys. Pullback on Palantir is a good level to get out around 24. That stuck out like a sore thumb. You saw all kinds of sideways action for the pre-market for 2 hours going into that open. So anticipating that, that's why you cover some. It is bouncing off of our 2365 level. So that holds its support. Not a bad place to reload, but if you do that, I would have a stop at that same price or at 60 for the bulk of the shares. I still want this to break out of this range. So if we get above 2450, I would look to put a bit of a trailing stop in. We're a ways away from that. NCTY is finally looking like it's going to give me at least the trade I've been kind of hunting for. Look, I had a couple of good shorts in the pre-market off this, but since the open, this is the first solid one. I saw the size there and played off of it. If it gets down to 580, I'll have almost all of it out and then hold the home run on only 10% of the position, like I just mentioned to you guys. So I can finally do a power up for this NCTY. This test would only go short this thing, and I've been fighting it all morning long. Let's see if we finally have the good one here to the south side. And that wish, basically holding 18. I'll actually double down on this at this price now. I got 92s. I'll take some more if 18 gets rebroken.
Okay, yeah, wish. Yeah. Oh man, you know what else we looked at, what I wrote down here was Airbnb at 151. We did talk about Airbnb a little bit today. 151. We did like the long through here off the open, and oh man, that would have been a nice trade. And we would have definitely got out. We are not trying to hold Airbnb. Look at this falling right back down. But again, it's kind of developing a little level here. Kind of like what Roku did. 146.80.
Oh!
I mean, that could break.
I see you.
With Airbnb right now is
Alright, we're in profit, baby.
The spread, right? So you gotta
Not in this, like, this is just a risk-reward ratio that I'm looking at based on my scalping system. So I can just kind of see how the scalping system is going to react. I mean, how the scalping system, like, what is my risk-reward in the scalping system, basically. So my actual entry is on this right over here. This is my actual entry.
146.80 break, but I don't think I can take it with anything serious just because of the way the spread is right here. But I'll take a 146.80 break here on Airbnb, guys. What's up, Brad?
Another one to look at just popping up here, guys. We mentioned pretty much the entire group, but now NVIDIA is popping up with a volume alert.
Okay, I see you, I see you, I see you. What you doing, boo? Are you gonna make a new high? If we make a new high, I'm entering on my scalping account.
Again, back to top end of the range. On the daily chart, chip maker is still very, very, very strong. Valeria is watching what's going on over.
What you gonna do? What you get kidders, get kidders.
Hour left in the session over there. V, what's up?
Hey Brandon, European shares are trading higher in the first session of this year on the optimism around Brexit and vaccine.
That's what I'm looking at right there.
Positive mover after its chief executive said that he expects
This is what I'm looking at.
normal summer this year. Back to you.
Yeah, I just saw level 5 restrictions, the highest level going into place for the UK. So be safe, guys. We're over in the UK.
Level 5, yes.
All right.
On that one. We were just going to look again here, obviously, at Neo, and yeah, it just said no thank you to that bottom 53.40 there. That
Yeah, I just literally try to come off the top right there. Alright, I'm getting out, to be honest, just because of that level. I don't know, it's a bit choppy. So I'm down about $100, so about 0.10% of my account. So I mean, it's just a little chunk on the day on my day trading account. So I'm fine with that. You know, it's all about risk management. But I'm gonna wait this out and see what we're doing here, because I'd much rather just get out if it's choppy, to be honest. I don't want to get chopped out of the market. That's the worst thing that you do, just staying in the trade and not knowing which direction it wants to actually go. Yeah, you can stick to your plan, but I mean, it's just gonna chop you out, and you're gonna have like a bunch of emotions. So I mean, I'd rather just get out. Yeah, look at that. That move. So thank God that I got out and I didn't enter that scalp. I was gonna enter that scalp if we bounce up to the new high, but we didn't. So yeah, interesting. So I mean, we still have divergence. That's the thing. So I mean, it's tough. It's tough to short it. I'm not gonna lie. It's tough to if you want to short it right there. Because of the divergence right there. So I mean, there's nothing really that I could do, to be honest. I could just watch it. That's pretty much it. Use the JPY, it's still continuing going higher, so there's no plays there. That's the only pair that I'm looking at in Forex. I was looking at Euro USD, but I mean, like, for long plays, but no long plays for today. As you can see, it just, you know, it looks like divergence, no divergence, so it's probably gonna fall, continue falling. So we'll see on that.
Then I don't know what you're doing. If you're going to be an active trader, like I tried to on some of these days, I'm going to try to scalp it. It's still an upward.
I would like for it to break divergence right there. I don't know. It's just, you know, if I'm not going to day trade this now because of the divergence. So once it's broken, then maybe to the short side.
we're still in Neo here, up that 30 cents. That's Bitcoin. Just give you guys a quick look at that as well. You may notice that we're still in CGC. I'm gonna hold this down to
Yeah, it's a bit tough.
see what's doing on that one, but we still are long and just hovering right now.
We don't have a piece or flip right now.
Be a loser at this point.
So there's nothing really I can do, to be honest. Like from now on, I'm just watching it. But yeah, just risk management. I think I'm green overall, just small green for today.
They announced they were getting into cryptocurrency.
Break even to small green, so I mean I'm fine with that. At least I didn't lose big on like the indecision right there. So that's what I'm, that's the key. So we got a lower high right over here on the dragon, lower high right over here.
The only one of these EV names that I wanted to try the short break on was on Xpeng.
So I'm gonna try doing a collapsing dragon right there. Once we make a new higher low, I'm gonna make some breakfast right now. So I'll be right back. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with my trading view. I have freaking pro. Come on, bro. Alright. Man.
We do get out of it. It is what it is. You only take like that small hit, and now it's at 47. So you save yourself with a coin. Now, what would I have actually lost if I got greedy? If I got stubborn? Maybe an extra 30 cents, maybe an extra 50 cents. It's hard to say, but if you don't have a plan, you get absolutely burned here. And I think Xpeng showing you an example of that. If this stock gets to 50, it's 51, 50. 50 has to break first. If it gets to 51. 25 to 50. I'm going to like this one for a definite short off of that level in the upcoming days if it does give a bit of a rollover at that price.
Alright, so I'm going to get some breakfast. Just watching that right now.
And then break 50 as well. But line that one up. I think Xpeng is going to be a solid one.
This is kind of what I'm watching on the 30-second chart.
That goes without saying. Long way to go, and that's the reason why I wanted to pick on this one as a short.
So, yeah, I'll be right back.
Much stronger.
Yeah, I mean, we were going long on everything EV today, so for us that was fine, but we only hit Neo, so good review on that one. And this is the thing about CCL, man, we were one and done. We were monster shares on this one, and you can see, man, wish we would have held that, and then we probably wouldn't have to trade the rest of the week. But regardless, more money, more problems, I guess. 2140. For some reason, we had so many shares that we were just like a lightning bolt here, and then we got out some here 21s, and then we defended that 21 level right there. We didn't need to. It breaks out there on a break of 75, and now we're going to the high side right there. But CCL, look at this, guys. We're gonna have one trade today. I've already gone over this, but here's the sticky note that you guys all love to see. There it is, 2140 CCL. Look, what else has that? Palantir never got that high. We shorted the crap out of that one. Made some big money on that. There's your Xpeng 50. And then look at those Neo 5150s there as your bottom. And you have that one in, hopefully, today. 3 big trades for me anyways. CCL, monster to the downside. That was my biggest one. And then Neo, look, we could lose tomorrow. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. But we were 3 losses all month. Last month in December, 3 negative days. We punched Neo in the face again. It gets right to 54. So, this is that long, 53.50, right to 54, putting another 50 cents in our pocket. You can see the damage Neil and I are doing at the bottom. As it rolls through our positions, you'll see how much we're up or down on individual stocks. And needless to say today, Pokeroo, Sean, big day, man. We're 7x our daily goals right now. So we're just going to keep on going, guys.
100%. And someone just asked about BTBT here. Watch BTBT, what to expect. I mean, I sort of gave my play here, and if I think a stock is a little bit too strong, a little bit too bullish, I'll just take the one shot in the short and kind of walk away from it, as opposed to, one is something I want to be involved in all day long, like BNGO, I'll probably trade all day. I'll probably trade NCTY all day. We'll see about Wish. I mean, that's no guarantee. If this holds here, there was already a bit of support at 27.50, so if it holds here, probably looking at a retest of 30, and that would give you a bit of a break in the afternoon. We've seen last year, and of course that means last week as well, that the afternoon push on some of these, I guess, sexier names or hotter names, the hot chick, whatever you like to call it, of the day. I think BTBT has fallen into that category where everyone is looking to play a bit of a long side push, and if it holds the first level of support at 27.50, breaks back above VWAP, it's a 30 break. I'm not shorting it unless it's below $27 at this point. Look for like maybe a 30. I'd prefer that in the afternoon. This is not a play I do at lunchtime here when it's already on the pullback train, but with any luck, it gives you that consolidation. The longer, the better, and then you catch a 30 break going into the afternoon. That's what I'd be watching for, but I'm already one and done with stuff.
All right. Yep. Okay. Just watching here, Neo. I'm still at 40 cents. We do have a level here at 54. So those of you that watch the show know that it's just about education as much as it is about trading. Watch this. You're going to see 54 break right here. Maybe this is not a horrible spot to get out right now because you see it's bounced off 54 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So I think we'll put an order here to get out there. You did see some decent. Whoops. You did see some decent size there at 54, so we will wait to see what we can do at that. So we're going to put an order now to get out around 54, then maybe reverse into a short on Neo. We did average in a little bit to CGC, so our average price now is 50. We did take a little bit more at 50. Right there, we're still using 40 as the bottom. So we could eventually wind up losing on this CGC trade, but it is called back in. I think a lot of that was just hype, right? You did get that sent in. A lot of people thinking the same thing as us. Oh my God. And I don't want to miss this trade, but right to the upside, we did catch it there. That's 30 cents, that's 40 cents, and now we'll try it again. We reload here, sub 50. Now our price is exactly 50, so let's see how high CGC wants to go. We're going to get out if it gets back to 90, guys.
And I want to go to Fubo here just if I can for a second. It has made a bit of a bottom, so looking at some names that have been, beaten up over the last little bit. Fubo, if it got to 25, we talked about this, I think around like around the 38-40 consolidation, that was the most obvious area of support. You can see the 50 period emerging here in 25.50, the previous bottom, before the ramp up to those highs over 60 bucks. 25.93 current low. It's just a little bit off of that 25.50 level, but that's sort of an obvious place where if there was going to be a bounce finally in Fubo, it might be there. It looks like it's happened so far today. I'm going to look for a long off that low day. If I can get it close to 26, I'll definitely like it there. But I've got to be patient with Fubo. You're going against the grain the last couple of days and weeks, I guess, as this has come off over 50% from the top. It is already 10:40. That means we have to get to Brennan at the big screen. It's time for a sector round.
Let's have a look at the S&P 500. We'll talk about what is moving the overall market. I want to start here. This is the tech group. We are down now 0.6% for the overall.
Yeah, we're down right now.
At the tech group again, that FLIR, discount that because it's a buyout.
We are down significantly.
But it's being bought, so not really moving at all.
Russell's almost down 1%.
In this group that are strong. XLNX, AMD, KLAC, NVIDIA, LRCX, all at least 4% or above in positive territory. Software services, DXC standing out 4.8% to the upside. Pretty much everything else, including some of the travel names, really weighing on the market so far today. And when I mean travel names, you can have a look at the cruise lines, CCL, NCLH, RCL, all 4.5 to 6.3% to the downside.
So making a higher low.
Talking about Norwegian leading so far to the downside.
Interesting.
L-Brands down here though, 7% higher, offsetting. eBay also having a nice day, 3% to the upside. Gap, another one in negative territory. This Tesla, 4.9%. Industrial shares as well. Here's all the airlines, 3 to 4.5%.
Yeah, so we just bounced off that level. Look at that.
With, COVID headlines.
Interesting. Very interesting.
FedEx after the holidays, getting a little bit of sell pressure as well. Capital goods, the entire group pretty much.
Let me just scalp it.
Wanted to point out,
Quick scalp to the upside.
Saw Tesla or Twitter.
We'll see. We'll see.
3% for Twitter today in the communication services group. Everything else pretty much red, but Twitter's standing out there as strong. Materials, there's these three at the top: ALB, FCX, and Newmont Mining, 4.5 to 5.5% to the upside. The real estate group in the top corner there. The entire thing in negative territory, but industrials, financials, and some of the consumer discretionaries really
Spot.
weighing the overall market, offsetting some strength from tech stocks, 0.5%.
Order filled.
Spot right there.
Brennan, I don't even know what to do here, so I'm just going to do a bang for Neo. You guys know what's happening over on this side with this stock, and we just continue to just trade. I mean, this is what I mean. We're now 8x our day. Look at this, a 53.50 right here. Another 75-cent win here on Neo as it just keeps on climbing. I love this name. We're in this name as well, but we are in it right now. 53.50. We initially bought down here at the low of the day. What a great trade that was. And again, like some of the other shows out there might show you that they got long here, but we actually took that right in front of everybody, took that long right here live on the show, then got long again on the break, and now you're seeing it just rip to the high side. What a big day this has been for me here, and we'll just continue. I'm so glad. I hope your 2021 is starting off the same as mine with a bang, to say the least. So right here, as we go up, I just feel like doing some backflips as we go. It's just been that kind of a day. We go perfect today. Absolutely no losers. CCL, a big trade there. If we still had this one, I'd be probably doing real backflips down to 20.25. What a big trade CCL was today. What a big trade Palantir was off of this short. This is $1 short right there. In about 10 minutes, you get $1. You're welcome for that one. And then Neo, man, just still ripping faces off and making moves right now. So still to the high.
Still waiting.
Congratulations, anybody on Neo with me. It's a hot dog for everyone, especially you, Lori.
Happy New Year.
Palantir was a short. Now it's turning into a bit of a long trade. It
Mm.
just dipped off from 23.50. I reloaded at that price with a bit of a tight stop in here around VWAP. I just scalped some out because there was a monster. I mean, there was a 50,000 share order in the offer at 70, and then somebody sitting there at 67 with 30,000 shares. So you read into that what you want. I elected to just get out some of it in the middle and not gamble on which one of those was
Order filled.
All right, now we're
Get
red
back towards
on
that
the day.
24 top. I will also take some profit around this price, and still the plan, of course, is to see if we can hold on for something a little bit bigger and better towards these pre-market highs in that $25 range. But scalping some, it makes a lot of sense. There was a lot of chop around $24. A lot of
Dude, we're
issues,
we're
breaking
failing.
through.
Holy crap.
Get some out. We can be active.
Order
Obviously,
filled.
if you're not
Order
able to get active
filled.
trades
Holy
like
crap, we are
like
falling
with
to the
our
face of the
futures
earth.
in the world, certainly hanging on. And
I'm actually
watching
just
go back
scalping
to
it right now.
Not a horrible idea. A Palantir hopefully gets to that 25 today. If it doesn't, I'm now giving a stop to about VWAP. Never exactly at that price, 'cause I think that's a little bit crazy. Before we go to Brennan, just going to go back to this one, which has not been any trouble. OCGN continues its very slow grind to the downside. I haven't reloaded because it hasn't gotten to VWAP. But if this retakes 3 even, might be worth a short breaking through 3. Now, all the shorts I've had here have been 340s and 380s and then $4. So that'll be a ways away from our original entry prices, but looks like it'll be worth it. Brennan, what's up?
We mentioned right off the bat this morning, if you joined us at the beginning of the show, we were talking a little bit of strength coming into some energy names, along with crude oil in general. There were some OPEC headlines that came out pre-market as well, talking about maintaining current production levels. So some of these energy stocks, guys, XOM showed strength initially, but look at these moves now, back to the downside, 42.20, straight to 41
We're
here for
falling.
XOM. Shift over to Chevron, same thing. Initial strength faded hard, 86 down to 84 for Chevron as well.
Yeah, we like Chevron. I like Chevron for sure. But what's happening to the NASDAQ right here, more importantly? 1280 there.
Yeah.
Still making moves to the downside.
Yeah, he said
We did take a
we're
little
falling
bit
right now, so I'm scalping it. I'm up $100 right now.
to the downside, so we got to watch out for NEO right here on the market. And we just were in the money 85.90 cents. Now it's coming back in. And we're going to let this one go still, $53. I mean, we've just been crushing it. If we wind up losing on the last third of this position, we'll wind up losing on it. Oh, I did want to say this. It says every day Sean is 8X. Not true. I mean, I don't think the last time I told you guys I was 8X on the show. But there you go. Today, yes. And then someone says needs a bigger target. Hell yeah. And welcome to my life, guys. I need to have a bigger target. It's just sometimes it's hard to even up your shares even more, despite even considering the run that you're on. It's just you do get complacent sometimes, but I do have to up my shares. And I said to myself I would do that today, so that's why you do get that 8X. Normally, like 2 or 3 by now is what I'm pretty happy with, but we will have to readjust. So
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
8X anymore unless we have a monster day.
You can see where I took my scalps.
Guys, but it's been a monster day, man. Like,
Took my scalps on these candles right over here.
Probably was, 3 or 4 days combined last week, so a good day so far.
We're still
today,
falling.
and we just crushed it with those 3 early trades.
We're up about 254. I took it on my day trading account, scalping it on my day trading account.
Take a little bit more on Palantir as well, so big day coming, guys.
If you guys are looking, someone was asking about BTBT, and I apologize. We get a lot of things going through the chat.
What the
Try to
heck?
get through as many of them as we can, so I didn't see the name who was asking about it. I thought there'd be a longer consolidation, and then maybe you get a break at that 30 level a little bit later on in the session. That certainly has not been true because it's breaking out right here and right now. So unfortunately, apologies there. I did like this idea for a break, but it's not something I wanted before 11 o'clock. I wanted an afternoon bit of a run, and volume still rather low for this breakout. This is the thing. If it's going to hang out lower volume in the consolidation, I don't love the break. So we get a corresponding volume spike.
All right, closing out. Close out of my day trading position. I'm up 1% for the day. We were red, and now we're up 1%. So I guess it's just patience, guys.
Almost a percent down.
A bit tough,
Right at this 130 level,
but
trying to form a bit of a double bottom. Now,
hey,
obviously,
you know, we're up 1% for the day on the day trading account.
If we break down
All right,
this low and that
that's good.
1% mark, look for that. Look for that. If we hold 130 and that happens, and yes, we hold 1% to the downside, break 1% to the downside, and then maybe Apple holds a 130 level. I'd like that to long, but you don't want to fight the market too much. It's likely to follow it. It will beat it.
I'm basically done for that. I'm still holding my scalp right now. I'm probably gonna hold it till.
I still like holding on to this long trade, but
I'm holding it till probably like right over here, toward this level.
I'm gonna bounce back into some shares around 2350.
Right over here, toward this level right there.
Might get a little bit more active with it. It's slowing down, getting consolidation, so I might play within the range while staying net long. If it breaks VWAP, I will be out and not looking for a short. I feel at the bottom, at least temporarily.
And this is why we don't drop Neo, guys. So again, roller coaster ride on this one today. For those
So I mean, it's a bit tough to just say where I shorted it. On my day trading account, I actually shorted much more earlier. So I took a short like right over here, basically a scalping position. And I closed like right over there. So that's kind of how my scalping went.
Here on the last little bit, but it's been a big day, guys. Join us all on Twitter, and we'll see what's going on over there. But look at this, guys. QS. I mean, look, not being profitable until 2025. Like that came out. Like that's what's gonna happen to your stock when that comes through. I guess people thinking a little earlier.
Good shit. Good shit.
Would be nice. And yeah, I don't want to.
We were ready for the day, guys, and now we're green. So I mean, it's just basically patiently waiting and just taking opportunities, not like taking too much opportunities where you're like freaking aggressively trading. But just being consistent with it. You know, not like over leveraging. Like for this trade, I didn't take it as a day trade. I took it as a scalp on my day trading account and my scalp account. So it was a bit different, 100%, on it. So. So, as I was saying, still watching it right now. But as I was saying, it's all about just having that that just emotionless trading, where you're not aggressively trading even if you lose. So I was real like about maybe 0.5%. But I just kept my cool. Like you just have to look for opportunities. I knew that, I mean, like, to be honest, like, I was taking it long, but I knew that it's still short buys. Like, it hasn't made any kind of really significant moves telling me, hey, it's going to go long yet. It was just really choppy. So it's a sideways quiet channel until eventually it broke out. So it was a really good move. So that's why I took it.
That got up to almost 1,200, so the pullback not as great. 42% on the day to the upside for Ethereum. Yeah, Ripple's still struggling, unfortunately 2%, struggling around that.
Alright, about to close my scalp.
Level for Ripple, but,
Order filled.
Just close my scalp. Alright, cool. We're up about $200 for the day on the scalping account, and we're up 1% on my day trading main account. So I mean, we're good. We good, guys. So that's pretty much it for today. I'm done trading. Not really looking for anything else today. Just looking for that gain. So I mean, I took it. Okay, I guess I could just put a risk reward. So my initial stop on this, like I said, was right over here, and that's a 2-to-1 risk to reward on my scalp. So my stop loss right over here, and then I close it out right over here. So that's more than a. It's probably like, to be honest, like yeah, 2.5%, 2.5 R trade right there. Let's take a closer look at this so you guys can see my scalp. So I bought here, and then I closed it out for a loss right over here, which is basically
very similar story. $1.19 is the level, but it is not going nearly as crazy.
Yeah, so just basically like, you know, I closed it out right over here for like the initial kind of low right over here. So that's what I took. That's why I closed out.
200 million shares. Really, and a lot of these coming through a dark print. I know it's hard for you guys to see.
Show you
Not a lot
guys.
of liquidity. stay up at these prices despite the volume that it is doing, and it is trying to stall you. Maybe I should be getting in.
But anyway, so yeah, I bought here, close it out right over here for a mental stop on my scalping, because whenever I scalp on this account, it's just really fast. So I don't, even if I put a stop loss, I get stopped out usually more. So I mean, it's really fast. So I don't have time to put a stop loss on it, because again, this is on the 10-second chart. So I just have a mental stop on it, which it takes a lot of discipline for that. Not a lot of people can do that. And yeah, basically, as it started to fall, I took it short right over here on this candle, right over there. I took it short, and we're still falling, guys. Look at that. So I took it short right over here on this candle, on this close of this candle right there, and then basically just sold it all the way here. So just massive momentum right over here. I entered a little bit another position right over here for kind of another kind of a scalping. If we put a risk reward over here, my stop loss was going to be at it's going to be at, you know, previous Z2 right over here. So that was my stop loss, and the 2-1 entry right over here was right over here. So yeah, it just continued falling. It came all the way down. You know, this Bollinger Band, it just rejected, bounced off the median, Bollinger Band median, and then I closed the rest of the position right over here. So honestly, it was a good trade. Good trade.
Why? Because this is a strong stock. Make no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I am shorting it, but that is just basically because
yeah,
it's an overextended
that was a really good trade. Let me go ahead and save this, because that's a really good. I want to mark that up.
So it's coming down right now. The NGO, thank you very much for this little bit of a turn that we just caught. I will go back to JAGX, because this is what I was going to say to you guys. It was a similar move up at about 119, but that's already happened and not nearly as violent as you saw on BNGO. If it does continue to push to the downside, watch for a retake of $1. When it goes back to penny stock status, I will definitely be involved in it again. Till that happens, I have to watch for the high on JAGX. In this recent high here at 130, if it breaks that, that's where the turn could be on that name. BNGO, only 12 cents in the money, looks like 580s as far as it's gone for now. Only holding about 35% of the position. If it goes any further, you know, you got to be happy with what you get here. Don't look and get towards the mouth. It's still going upside on the trend.
Wrap ourselves here and got a little bit of coffee without telling you what it really is. No, it's just coffee, guys. Thank you, Brendan, for the update on crypto there. Yeah, Ethereum up 40% from yesterday's bottom. What a crazy move there. We did unlock some ethers on the Trezor ledger there. So yeah, good call on that one. We may want to dump some of the ether eventually, but they are changing the way they're moving around. Okay, one of the stocks here is coming back to life here. PaySafe. And by life, I mean it's
So starting to fall continually. So I mean, Nasdaq 100 just continued to fall. So I didn't hold anything. JPY. Looking at the 15 minutes. I mean, it just, look at that. It's starting short. But I mean, if it continues going lower, we'll see. I would only take this entry if I see kind of a lower high in confirmation. Again, divergence right over here. So this could be maybe a pending swing trade idea for me, but I'm still awaiting confirmation on it for right now. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for today's stream. Yeah, just a good short. You know, we were red for the day and now we're green, so you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Message me on Instagram if you guys, you know, want to talk to me. Let me know if you guys have any questions as well on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me know if you guys need help with your trading or whatever. And yes, sir. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Happy New Year. First year of trading, green. We're red at the beginning, but now we're green for the day, so I'm happy more than happy about that. So, yeah, hopefully you guys are having a freaking awesome day. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.